Hey Scott, dirt bike test out here near Lake Elsinore, riding the 2024 Yamaha 700 Tenere. Now this is what we would call a mid-size adventure bike. Now it's a twin cylinder 700cc, so let's say it's a step above from your single cylinder dual sport bikes, and it's got a little bit more street orientation to it, so you can do those longer rides and 200-300 mile if you really wanted to, but it takes on the off-road sections pretty well. I would say fire roads, some basic single track. If you want to get into hardcore stuff, you want to stick to a regular single cylinder dual sport bike. But then again, I like this better than the full-sized 1000cc or not larger dual sport bikes. That's just my opinion because I've got a dirt bike background and I don't want to spend a lot of time on the streets. I would rather ride fire roads and some single track all day. And this bike really handles it really well. For 2024, there's only a few changes. The screen's brand new for 2024, and it's got a lot of menus, and it's a really pretty cool interactive vertical mounted, kind of like a Dakar rally chart bike. And other new things for 24 is the ABS. Now the ABS has 3 different modes. One is standard full ABS. Second is you can actually turn off the rear ABS, is how I rode it today, and I was really impressed with how good the front ABS worked. I mean, you didn't even notice it, but it actually did help in the slick, downhill, gravelly, rocky fire road sections. But this way you can still use the rear brake normal, lock it up if you need to, make a pivot if you need to. Power in this bike's really well for a 700cc twin. I wouldn't say it's fast, but it's faster than a single cylinder. But and sometimes on the freeway conditions where you really want to get out of a situation, sometimes a little bit more power would be nice, but we got to be grateful for what it is, because the bike is a lot more nimble than say the full liter adventure bikes. I would say that handling's really well. It fits my 6-foot frame really nice. I mean, there's a couple little things I would change the handlebars a little bit, maybe move them forward. You can actually flip these mounts, maybe a little bit taller handlebar and a little bit softer grip. But other than that, I would ride the bike the way it is. Even the knobbies that came on here, these aren't full knobs. I was surprised how well they worked. I mean, Yamaha did put some off-road clicker settings in here, a little bit firmer for us. And other than a couple times where I actually bottomed the fork out, and it was early on in the day when I was trying to figure out the capabilities of the bike, and I learned real quick that a little bit of changing the riding style and throttle control helped fix that problem. And just you got to realize how hard you can and can't hit stuff. It's not a dirt bike, it's an adventure bike. Now for anybody that wants to get into adventure riding, this is an awesome machine. It's price pointed just over $10,000, which is really nice. There's a few accessories you might want to put on it, maybe a beefier skid plate and a few other items there, maybe tires. But other than that, this thing worked really well for the day, and I think this is a remarkable motorcycle considering what it is, and it's price pointed, and I don't see any issues with this motorcycle, and I can have fun all day long riding single track that are mellow, fire roads, off-road, and you can put 100 miles on the road and it's really comfortable. Now this bike actually has a slightly taller Yamaha accessory seat because I'm 6'1", so it did make it a little bit better, easier and more fun, comfortable to ride. The stock seat is a little low, and the peg to seat height for my height is a little bit tight. So 5'9" to 5'10" or shorter riders would probably like the stock seat. I like the accessory seat a little bit better. I'd like to thank Yamaha for letting us come out and ride the bike, and Alpine Star for hooking us up with some gear for the day, and see you guys on the trail.